My name is Lindsay Parvis. I'm a Maryland family law attorney. I just want to make sure that you're aware that there have been updates to Maryland's child support laws. Some of those changes have already occurred starting October 1 of 2020, having to do with the definition of shared physical custody for purposes of calculating child support and the minimum required number of overnights. Also having to do with relieving child support payers from having to pay child support while incarcerated if they're incarcerated for a certain amount of time. Then we're going to see changes in 2021 having to do with changes in the law overall for those who are at the lowest end of the income ranges for the child support guidelines, people who are having extreme financial difficulties and unable to pay child support, people who are unable to pay child support because they're voluntarily impoverished, and so how to calculate their incomes. Then looking at the upper ends of the child support guidelines, the upper income levels, and expanding those so that the child support guidelines will apply to even more families. Then there's an overall update to the economic data behind the guidelines to take into account things like increases in expenses and inflation. So with these changes in mind, the important takeaways are you need to know what those changes are so you can figure out whether or not it affects you and your family. 2, you need to calculate the child support and compare to what it is in 2020, what it would be in 2021, and see if there are any, unexpected, perhaps unintended consequences from the changes in the law, and have a sense of where you fall and where your child support would fall based upon these changes. If you'd like to learn more about it, you can read about it in my blog series that discusses each one of these 7 areas of changes in the law in more detail. Thank you.